Margaret Price and Anne Bradford Warner point out that in creating digital project-based writing assignments, our challenge is to find ways to help our students render the layers of composition visible so that we can offer them guidance as detailed and complex as their processes of composing warrant. In a sense, in the moment of the project, the student's subjectivity emerges in relation to the project the teacher gives them.
I found out that one of the hardest things for me to do was to get campesinos to act like growers.
This ties into Hardin's concepts of parody and appropriation and Cynthia Haynes' concept of listening and writing a hearing. Only in this case, the hearing might come in the form of modifications to an ongoing project. The most fully collaborative digital writing project that Price and Warner analyzed also involved the most vocal resistance from students. The authors believe that students' frustration stemmed in part from the fact that, by the writing professor's pedagogical choice, the students did not receive implicit instructions on what the site should look like and include. This was the writing professor who worked continually to structure the students' activities, but the example seems to show that good project-based writing teachers have a sense of what activities students should struggle with in the process of constructing knowledge.
But the moment that they did the boss, they changed. They became better organizers. They became confident and in control of themselves.
Students in the study were quick to call attention to collaborative assignments that seemed poorly conceived, unpredictably managed, or lacking in purpose. Price and Warner go on to point out that this problem may be due not to poor planning, but instead due to the need for ongoing renegotiation of plans in response to evolving circumstances.
We have to find room in our contemporary worldview for persons, with all that entails, not just bodies, but persons. And that means trying to solve the problem of freedom, finding room for choice and responsibility, and trying to understand individuality.
This perspective on collaborative digital writing points back to Hardin's ideas about students appropriating and cannibalizing texts, and Haynes' citation of Lyotard in that in each language game we must try to judge without importing criteria from other games.
Walking isn't programmed in, I think, therefore I'll walk, and how I walk is I do this, I do that. Instead, it's all these little feedback loops, and when you put them all together, the robot walks.
The language game demands an indeterminate judgment without criteria on a case-by-case basis. So, by exposing students to each other's ideas, in addition to the ideas of various texts, and the instructor via reading assignments, class discussions, and individual writing assignments, composition instructors can give students an additional mode of exposure and composition, which could make their learning experience more dynamic.